So once I open up Google, I'm going to paste the search in, and the search that I want to do today is the Photoshop logo CS6. This just stands for Creative Suite. I am searching for an image, so I'm going to click up here where it says Images. And what that does is it returns all of the images that they think best suits this search. As you can see, there are a lot of different Photoshop logos. They've evolved through the years. There is only one type of logo that I want for this project, and it is this styled logo. Not only do I want the image to look a certain way, but I also want it to have a really good quality. If I end up saving an image off of the internet that is low quality, meaning low resolution, not a lot of pixels, then it will become pixelated. It will not look good. I cannot print it. It will not look good on the computer screen. It will not look good for an art show. If you save a low-res image, you have to go back on the internet and get a better image. If you turn in a project with a low-res image in it, you will get a low grade. So please make sure that this is how you save all of your images moving forward. So again, I searched exactly what I wanted. I clicked on Images, and now I need to go over to Tools, and I need to make sure that I am getting a good quality sized image. So I want it to be larger than. So I want it to either be larger than 800 or 1000. These are the two that you should be sticking between. So for this project, 800 is fine. There'll be other projects that I'll direct you to do closer to the 1000. An example might be if you wanted to do a forest for a large background image, then 1000 would be what you would want. If you wanted to place a deer inside that forest, then 800 would be appropriate for that. So for this project today, we only need to do this. So I'm clicking on 800 by 600. And I can put my mouse over these images, and this one's telling me it's about 1000. And this one is telling me it's about 800. I want this one. So I click once on it. And now I am going to right-click on it and do Save Image As. It's extremely important that you save all of your images to your desktop folder, which we created last class. If you put them anywhere else, they could get lost or deleted. So I am clicking on my desktop and navigating to my folder, which is K. Farrell. Remember, it should have been the first initial to your first name and your last name. And I'm going to open it up. There shouldn't be anything in your folder yet because we're just getting started in Photoshop. As time goes on, you'll see more images here. And I'm going to press Save. Okay, so now that I've saved my image into Photoshop, into my desktop folder, I can now click here on this tab and it will open in Photoshop. If yours does not open in Photoshop, please let me know and I can come over and make that a default on your computer screen. Again, Photoshop was already open on my computer, so I didn't need to sit and wait for it to load. Again, that's extremely important for you. As soon as you get in, you sign into Google Classroom, you sign into Photoshop, and then you can get to work that much faster. So I have my project open. The next thing that I want to do today is I want to do a file, Save As. Again, I want to make sure that I am saving it to my folder. So I am K. Farrell. This is my folder. These are my images. And I want to save it as my last name, which is Farrell. And the project is PS, which stands for Photoshop. And I'm changing it to a JPEG. And I am pressing Save. And OK. And I can see up here, it says farrellps.jpg. And if I would like to double check, I can minimize out of these. I can go into this folder. And I can see right here it says Farrell PS. For this project, you need to make sure that you turn it in today to get a 100. The only thing that you need to get a 100 is that it is named correctly. It is a JPEG. And it says PS logo. Next class, we will work with this image in Photoshop and we will start to transform it and change it into a different world. If you finish early, I will post in Google Classroom student images or examples of this project so you can start thinking about different ideas. Kids like to do underwater theme or outer space.